Got a few snow flurries coming down out there. It's 9 o'clock, but might as well get breakfast out of the way. Maybe a little bit of cheating this morning and trying this. This is a Jimmy Dean skillets. Got potatoes and peppers and sausage and little bacon bits all in there. And pour that in there and then crack in some of, whoa, that egg is small, but some of Caleb and Chris's homegrown eggs. I think he mentioned some of these are rather small. They really look good though. Nice golden big yolks. There. Kind of stir some of that into the scramble. I had a batch of this the other day and really good, so get it cooked up and well, maybe get a few more of my things off the to-do list. I think that's done. While I was finishing up, I noticed my little light was blinking on my inReach device. I had a message from Vonnie. She said, yeah, I'll see you Sunday. So we're all good there. Nothing going on at home I got to race home for. So, should tide me for a while, and then of course brought one of Bonnie's apple pies in from the freezer so it thaws out for later. As I sat back having my breakfast, I realized that what's wrong with that spruce grouse out there? I got binoculars and got zoomed in on it, and here, lo and behold, what we have here, this is a tracking collar. This is a GPS collar that was put on by some researchers, but they didn't do any of this within at least 3 miles away from the cabin was the closest bird I know of being trapped. So this bird has traveled a ways to get here. The batteries have gone dead, and now it's wandering off. Now, where'd he go? Well, I guess he didn't like being filmed. But anyway, maybe we can find out more about that later. Jim's daughter Janet brought all these. She brought some meatballs. She was going to make spaghetti. Well, I had so much pizza stuff. Then we had pizza one night, so we got all these spaghetti fixings around, and I fixed up a big batch, but now these meatballs have been around too long, so I'm out here. Now this, got one grade. Oh, there you go. All right, that's they're coming in. I'm sure they're going to appreciate these meatballs later in the year or next spring when they're raising their young. I always think a lot of the little pancake pieces they put out there, they're just going to disintegrate and melt away anyway in the first moisture. But here, this will be like finding a dead deer and packing the meat away. I did leave a trail cam up on that beaver dam trail I've got, and I'll show you now what we come up with. Now this looking to me like a young bear here, but then believe me, I'm no bear expert. I don't know what's going on here. So I could be completely wrong on the size of this thing. Again, whoop, I guess he's going to take a little bit of a break there, but now it appears to be alone. Now here there's probably an evening shot of a bobcat. Came walking by and he heads down to the trail to the left. Now here another looks like a smaller bear. Oh, it's gone real quick, but now this one's back. Now another one. Now this one again, I'm saying, well, that's not a really, that's not a very big bear at all. But then it gets moving. Oh, it's a mama. Here it had a young one, a little bit different color. Oh, the ticks must be bad. Oh, look, he's got a playmate. No wonder she looked kind of run down. She's been nursing these two little cubs all spring long. You notice I'm always with the saw, I'm always measuring how long my pieces are, because there's nothing more aggravating than getting a piece of wood in here and find out that it won't quite fit. Boom, 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 trying to get it all the way in. But I leave even an inch to spare in case there's any little nuggets in the back there. Get the wood in and get the door closed. Hell. Oh, it's a good working day out there. Oh, that means it's not such a nice day. Got the snow flurries in the air. Keeps it cool enough. It feels good coming in here and sitting down next to the old Jodel wood stove. Kind of on my to-do list is part of my task, part of my play is we haven't had any rain, which is, I'm okay with that, but my fresh water supply is getting low, so I have to make another run out to the spring. So I thought maybe I'd take one of Bonnie's latest creation, apple pies, and thermos of coffee or tea, and go out and sit on Hawks Pond at the bench on my way. It's on the circuit. It's a big circuit. I can take the long way and then come back by way of the spring, picks up some water. But those pies are pretty beefy, so I think I slapped off a little piece here I can have alongside the fire. Still plenty for later. I want to take a minute here. I want to thank all my viewers for all your help. I run all that junk up at the cabin trying to get that grass mowed, but I got kind of tired of that at home. Anyway, I make you guys get me about $7,000 or $8,000 a year that YouTube sends me for all this fun I have making these videos. Well, and so I tried to turn that back into some projects, and so what I've done is I splurged for $4,000 on that tractor, and then I spent about another $1,000, and I got this bush mower that fits behind it, and it makes my chores down here in Illinois a whole lot easier. And if you see me trying to get that back-told mower going up there trying to mow the bush at the cabin, and at home I have this is a Swisher model walk behind it. Maybe I should take it up there near the cabin, but the only problem is it's like 330 pounds, and if I ever had that thing walk off into the marsh, I don't know if I could ever get it out. But anyway, these are all my toys that I've purchased, and thank you. Now I invite you to do what I do is I sit around that cabin, I get a bird like this out in my view in the yard, and this is the male spruce grouse, all his splendor, and sit back and pour a hot cup and just sit back, and now we're going to sit there and we're going to enjoy this bird for about another 2.5 minutes. I had to laugh at myself here because I was watching this bird. It seemed like he wasn't moving very fast and giving such a good opportunity to really view his actions. And then I thought, oh, I know why. I filmed this in slow motion. So it's a special technique that slows everything down. And anyway, so that's why you'll see a lot more detail here. I'd just forgotten I did that.